Teire Yidden, today, Tisha B'Av, is the most tragic, most sorrowful day in the Yiddish calendar. But it's brought down in the Sefer Imre Pinchas from the Heilige Pinchas Al-Karetz Chusi Yogan Aleinu that there's no greater opportunity, there's no greater Eisratzon of closeness that we could get to the Rebbeinu Shalom than when we sit on the floor and we mourn and we cry and we weep together. You could toil, you could get helped with whatever you need. The Gemara in Yuma Nun Dalet tells us, "Shenichnesu oivim leheichel." When the enemies went into the Beis Hamikdash, they burst into Kodesh Kodeshim. Ro kruvim hama'urin zeh b'zeh. They saw the image of the kruvim embracing, hugging each other. And the Ritva jumps in many Rishonim. It's so difficult to understand because the Gemara says in Baba Basra, when Yidden did Ritzono Shel Makom, they fulfilled the Ratzon of the Eibishter. The kruvim were turned to each other. But when they didn't do the Ratzon Hashem, they sinned. The kruvim were turned away from each other to the wall. And l'chayre, the spitz, the epitome of not doing Ritzono Shel Makom is when Yidden with the Chatoim Avonos Pshaim brought upon that the Eibishter should destroy the Beis Hamikdash and send us out to Golus. So how can we understand that the kruvim were ma'urin zeh b'zeh? And maybe we could explain there's a concept called chibur b'shas preida, when there are two people that love each other, there are two parties that are in love. And when you come to separate it, instantly, automatically, what happens is they embrace each other and connect to each other and tie with each other in a way that you shouldn't be able to separate them. And this is exactly what happened at that moment that we in the Rebbeinu Shalom were supposed to separate and depart and go into a gullus of thousands of years of so much pain and anguish and so much suffering, so much bloodshed and so much tears. What happened at that moment was that the Yid and the Eibishter embraced each other and connected in such a way that nothing could separate them. And this is what the embracing of the Kruvim symbolized. We say in the Shainas, Rebbeinu Shalom Hashana Haruga Alecha V'nechsheves Ketzoin Tivcha. Help Klal Yisrael that are being slaughtered and killed and murdered by the enemies. But nevertheless we plea and we cry, Rebbeinu Shalom Hashana Xavuka Dvukah Bach. We are embraced, we are attached to you. And every single year on this day of Tisha B'Av, when the Preda becomes bigger, there's another year of Golus. At the same time, that chibur, that connection, that embrace becomes deeper and stronger and more powerful, that we in the Rebbeinu Shalom are embraced one and another, that we don't want to separate. And when we cry for the Rebbeinu Shalom and He cries for us. We see Him, we find Him, we connect with Him in the Churban, during the Churban, when the enemies enter Kodesh Kodashim. And this is the Eisratzon of closeness of Tisha B'Av. To the Gerer Rebbe, the Beis Yisrael Chusi Yogan Aleinu, came in a Yid, weeping and crying. He saw his wife and children taken away from in front of him and put into a gas chamber. And then he saw them being put into the crematorium. And he saw the smoke. And he says, Rebbe, I wake up in the middle of the night to have nightmares. I see the smoke of his wife and children. The Beis Yisrael turned white. He grabbed the Yid by his collar and he started yelling, you saw the smoke? Tell me, did you see the Rebbeinu Shalom that was there in the smoke? The Rebbeinu Shalom was in the smoke of Yiddish Tzaras, of all the Goliaths, of the smoke of the Beis Hamikdash. And this is what we learn Tisha B'Av. So many times we feel we've done certain things. We feel disconnected, we feel distant. It's not true. There's no power in the world that was yet created that could disconnect and separate a Yid from the Rebbeinu Shalom. Hoshana, Rebbeinu Shalom, help us. Xavuka, Dvukah Bach. We should be able to hold on to that embrace, to that connection, until we'll dance together. B'bias Mashiach Tzedkeinu b'mheira b'yameinu. Amen v'amen.